1 o'clock. Jacob said to be expecting a visitor at this hour. I'm not afraid. I'm prepared. Spirit, you can come in any shape or form. From a baby to a rhinoceros.
Scrooge might be ready for anything, but he was by no means prepared for nothing.
5 minutes. 10 minutes. Quarter of an hour went by, yet nothing came.
Where is it? Has it not come yet? This waiting is more alarming than a dozen ghosts. A light. Maybe I'm about to spontaneously combust without the consolation of knowing it.
Scrooge began to think that the source and secret of this ghostly light might be in the adjoining room.
This idea taking full possession in his mind, he put on his slippers and shuffled softly to the door.
This is the truth sent from above, the truth of life, the truth of love. Therefore don't turn me from your door, but hearken all both rich and poor.
Scrooge! Make way, no me better man. You've never seen the like of me before.
No, not in this house.
I have. The ghost of Christmas present, look upon me. You have never walked forth in front of the younger members of my family, meaning, well, I'm very young. My elder brothers and sisters were born in these later years.
No, I don't think I have. I don't believe I have, no. Spirit, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
1842.
Tremendous family to provide for.
You only think of yourself of profit and coin. You neglect your brothers and sisters, the poor, the weak, the lonely, and the unloved. You have forgotten the meaning of this season.
Spirit, conduct me where you will. Last night I went forth on compulsion and I learnt a great lesson which is working now. Tonight, if you have anything to teach me, let me profit by it.
Follow and learn. Touch my robe.
The sky was gloomy, and the shortest streets were choked up with a dingy mist.
Half thawed, half frozen.
Heavier particles descended in a shower of sooty atoms, as if all chimneys in Great Britain had by one consent caught fire and were blazing away to their dear heart's content.
The poulterers' shops were still half open and the roosters were raking in their glory.
There were great, round, pot-bellied baskets of chestnuts, shaped like the coats of jolly old gentlemen.
They were ruddy, brown-faced, broad-girthed Spanish friars, winking from their shelves in wanton slyness at the girls as they glanced demurely at the hung-up mistletoe.
There were pears and apples clustered high in blooming pyramids.
There were bunches of grapes made in the shop with bananas and to hang from conspicuous hooks so people's mouths might water gratis as they passed.
The raisins were so plentiful and rare.
The almonds so extremely wide.
The sticks of cinnamon, so long and straight.
And the spices so delicious, the candied fruit so caked and spotted with malted sugar, as with the coldest lookers on food face.
And perhaps it was the pleasure the good spirit had in showing off this carol of hers. Or else it was her own kind, generous, hearty nature, and her sympathy with all poor men that led her straight to Scrooge's clerks.
And on the threshold of the door, she stopped, smiled, and gave a sprinkling of her torch.
Think of that!
Bob had worked 15 bob a week himself. He pocketed on Saturdays, but 15 copies on his Christian name. And yet, the ghost of Christmas present blessed his four-roomed house. Christmas night, oh Christian saints,
Peter, watch those potatoes. Peter, watch those potatoes and don't touch them. They need to feed all of us.
Just checking them.
What has ever got your precious father and your brother Tiny Tim? And Martha wasn't as late as last Christmas Day by half an hour.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Martha, dear.
Oh, we've such a goose, Martha, we've such a goose.
Why, bless your heart and mind, my dear, how late you are.
Oh, we'd a deal of work to finish up last night and had to clear away this morning, Mother.
Hard work for yours.
She has to be.
Well, never mind. So long as you are here, come, let's sit you down near the fire and have a warmth. Oh, Lord bless ye.
Oh no! There's Father and Tiny Tim. Quick, hi, Martha.
Well, tell him you've been held up and who knows when you'll be here.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
And so say all of us.
Oh, come hear the pudding singing in the copper, Tim.
Why, where's our Martha then?
Not coming.
Not coming? Not coming on a Christmas Day?
Here I am. Father, I couldn't bear to let them tease you. I ran all the way just to be here on time.
You know, it would never been a Christmas Day if they kept you at work, my dear.
How did Tiny Tim behave in church?
As good as gold. And better. You know, he gets awful thoughtful sitting by himself so often. He thinks the strangest things you've ever heard. And he told me on the way home that he hoped people saw him in the church. Because he was a cripple, he thought it might help him remember upon Christmas. Who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. Getting hearty and strong every day, isn't he, my dear?
The boy is very ill, Smith.
Watch. My love. Right, let's get down on the table then, shall we?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Goose, 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 goose. Oh, there never was such a goose. I don't believe I've ever seen such a goose. Oh, well done, my dear, well done.
It's the finest goose in an awful long gone.
And ours will be the finest Christmas. Look at this dinner.
Really?
Everything. The poor goose that they eke out with sage, onions, applesauce, and mashed potatoes. Your clerk has spent 3 weeks of his wages to provide this one simple dinner.
I should.
Too late.
Right, my dear. Christmas is upon us. We may not be all well dressed, we may have to work hard for it, but we have our health, our happiness, and we have one another. So I have a piece of momentous information for us all.
What, Father?
Master Peter? Master Peter, grown to full estate and dignity, the son of the house, and looking every inch the grandfather he is in one of my own collars. Oh, I've waited for this moment to tell him that I've had my own situation, that if obtained, will bring a full 5 and 6 weekly.
Oh, you'll be quite the independent gentleman now, Peter.
Spirit, is there a peculiar flavour which you sprinkle from your torch?
There is. My own.
So what kind of dinner might it supply on this day?
To any kindly giver. To a poor one most of all.
Why to a poor one most?
Because it needs it the most. There are some upon this earth of yours who lay to claim to know us, who do their deeds of passion, pride, ill will, hatred, envy, bigotry, and selfishness in our name, who are as true to us as kith and kin, as if they never lived. Remember that. Charge their doings on themselves, not us.
Now, everyone take a glass of punch. There's enough for one toast now and another later.
Bravo, bravo, there's bounty for you. I declare. I'd like to know how many families can afford 2 rounds of the best gin punch. Now everyone got their glasses. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy New Year. Oh, God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of this feast.
Did you say Scrooge?
Well, my dear.
Well, the founder of this feast indeed. I wish he was here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I should hope he'd have a good appetite for it. 8 years with him and not so much as a shilling extra in your pockets.
Well, Mr. Scrooge that says that times are hard.
Not for him.
Oh, my dear. Christmas Day, the children.
It's supposed to be Christmas Day. I'm sure which one drinks the half of such an odious, stingy, hard-and-feeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows him better than you do, poor fellow.
Oh dear. Christmas Day.
I'll drink his health for your sake in the days, not for his. A long life to him, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll be very happy, very merry, I have no doubt.
Yes, a long life to him. Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
So that's what they think of me then.
What do you expect? You got more blessing from these people than you've ever given yourself.
Let's forget Mr. Scrooge and enjoy ourselves. I think it's time for the pudding.
Oh, we all want a figgy pudding, we all want a figgy pudding, we all want a figgy pudding, so bring some right now.
Oh, what wonderful pudding, my dear. Oh, a great success. Oh, a Merry Christmas, everyone.
Spirit, it's such a small pudding for such a large family.
It was more than they could afford.
Oh, Martha, how about a song?
See amid the winter snow, brought from us on earth below. See the tender Lamb appear, promised from eternal years. Hail thou ever blessed morn, hail redemption's happy dawn. Sing through all Jerusalem, Christ is born in Bethlehem.
Spirit, tell me, Tim will survive.
I do not see the future. I only see the here and now.
But you must see something.
I see a vacant seat in a poor chimney corner with a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If the shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
No. Tell me he will survive. Tell me he will be spared.
If the shadows remain unaltered, none other of my race will be here. What then? If he like to die, he better do it and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be a heart, will you decide what man shall live and what man shall die? It may be that you're more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child. God, to hear the insect audibly pronouncing too much life among his hungry brothers in the dust. My time grows short.
Leave on, Spirit.
We saw the world.
And now, without a word of warning from the ghost, they stood upon a bleak and desert moor.
Nothing grew but moss and furze and coarse-ripe grass.
What is this place?
A place where miners live, who labor in the bowels of the earth. And they know me, see?
The spirit did not tarry here, but bade Scrooge touch her own.
Again the ghost sped on, above the black and heaving sea. They lighted on a ship.
They stood beside the helmsman at the wheel, the lookout in the bow, the officers who had the watch.
Dark, ghostly figures in their several stations yet. Every man among them hummed a Christmas tune.
And every man on board, waking or sleeping, good or bad, had a kinder word of another than any other day of the year.
By this time it was getting dark and snowing pretty heavily, and Scrooge and the spirit went along the streets of the city.
Where are we now?
Wilkins, £15 step. Pay today or the collectors will call. Do you remember?
When I said today, I didn't mean Christmas Day.
Doesn't matter. To be afflicted on any day of the year is a terrible thing.
Alright. Let's get this over with dirty business for a Christmas Day.
But when I said today, I didn't mean Christmas Day.
They cannot hear you.
Mr. Scrooge disobeyed us to do what we told. Mr. Wilkins, isn't it?
That's right.
I bring you season's greetings for Mr. Scrooge. He wishes you a Merry Christmas and asks you to clear your debts or leave this property.
But it's Christmas Day.
You owe Mr. Scrooge money. It doesn't matter what day it is. Pay up or get out.
It doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. Stop them. I cancel the debt.
You cannot stop this. You had set in motion will happen.
Look, I told him we haven't got the money. Can't you wait a few more days, please? My wife's just had a baby.
Pay what you owe. We've lost the matters out of our hands.
Stop this. Stop them! Why won't you stop this?
These are things as they are. I cannot undo the misery you have brought to this world.
Or just couldn't you say we weren't in when you told?
I mean, we could say that, couldn't we?
Would you shut up? We have a job to do and I'm not getting in trouble with old Scrooge because of this too.
Alright. I'll tell you what. How about me and him go down to Wigan Pen for half an hour? Give you two the chance to gather a few things up before we get back. Best we can do under the circumstances, really.
Best you can do. Thank you. You're a very kind man.
Oh, you're too soft. Come on then. Half an hour, mind and your bite of beer. You too. Be gone by the time we get back.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Get them on!
What are we going to do?
We'll manage. We'll find somewhere.
Spirit, what are they to do? It's Christmas Day.
What do you care? What's Christmas got to do with it? Hey, what you will find somewhere else to live. Weren't those your exact words? Come on, we got more to see.
All right, everyone. A game. Let's play yes or no.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's simple. You'll pick it up as we go along. I'll pick up some subtlety, and you have to guess which is by asking questions. I can only answer yes or no until we all guess the answer. Do you see?
I see.
Games. I haven't played games since I was a boy.
Maybe you should.
Right, Fred. Have your thoughts?
Yes.
Are you thinking of a person?
No.
An object.
No.
An animal.
Yes.
Oh, well done, Miss Flora.
A live animal.
Yes.
A nice animal.
No.
A rather disagreeable animal.
Yes.
A savage animal.
Yes.
An animal that growls.
Yes.
Grunts.
Yes.
Does it live in a field?
No.
A farm.
No.
In a town.
Yes.
London.
Yes.
In a zoo?
No.
In a market.
No.
The city.
Yes.
Is it a horse?
No.
Cow, bull, lion.
That's chasing topper.
No, and no.
Bear.
No.
Cow, bull, tiger.
No, and still no.
Oh, I think I know what it is. What is it? Uncle Scrooge.
Yes, well done, Miss Flora. It's indeed good old
You
Uncle
should have
Scrooge.
said yes to me, Bear, at least.
My wife likes to win.
Your nephew's wife is a smart woman, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Right too. Winning is important.
Is that what you think? I still say he's a bear. My husband is too kind to that old miser.
Old Uncle Scrooge has given us plenty of merriment, I'm sure, but we are grateful not to drink to his health. So here is a glass of mulled wine ready to our hand, and I say, Uncle Scrooge, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old man. He wouldn't take it from me, but he may have it nevertheless. Uncle Scrooge!
Uncle Scrooge. What do you mean, Fred? He wouldn't take it from you.
Well, I wished him a Merry Christmas, and, well, he told me that Christmas was a humbug.
A humbug?
Yes, that's what he said, 'cause I live and breathe.
That's more shame on him, Fred.
Old Uncle Scrooge is a comical old fellow, and that's the truth, but I believe that his offences carry out their own punishments, and I have nothing to say against him.
I'm sure he's very rich, Fred. At least that's what you always tell us.
Yes, that's very true, but what of that? His wealth is of no use to him. He doesn't do any good with it. He doesn't make himself comfortable with it. He hasn't even the satisfaction of ever going to benefit us with it.
I have no patience with him. Terrible old skinflint that he is.
Oh, I have. I feel sorry for him. I can be angry with him if I tried. Who suffers by his ill whims, but himself always. He takes intense dislike us. He would come and dine with us. And of what consequence? He's only cheated himself out of a highly indigestible dinner.
It was a wonderful dinner.
Yes, it was a wonderful dinner.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear, because I haven't the greatest faith in these young housekeepers, right, Topper?
Alas, as a bachelor, I have no opinion on the delicate and tender subject. Have I, dear, distant, immovable Miss Flora?
Oh, you really are quite incorrigible, Mr. Topper. Oh, do go on, Fred. He never finishes what he begins to say.
I was only going to say that the consequence of his taking disliking to us and not making merry with us is, I think, that he loses out on some pleasant moments which could do him no harm. I'm sure he has less pleasant companions, even his own thoughts or his mouldy old office or dusty old chambers. I pity him. He may rail at Christmas till he dies, but he can't help thinking better of it. I defy him. If it's me going to his office year after year and saying, Uncle Scrooge, how are you? If it puts me in vain to do his poor clerk £50, then that's something. I think I shook him yesterday.
£50? I don't understand how you could defend him, Fred.
His mother loved Scrooge when they were children, and if the old miser ever loved anyone in his life, it were her.
That was your sister, wasn't it? Little Fan?
Yes. Little Fan.
Let's play consequences.
The minister's cut.
Blind man's bluff.
My time grew short.
Oh, Spirit. Let us stay a half hour longer. Thereafter, another game.
He's cheating!
I'm not cheating. He is. He's cheating.
Pretty face, pretty nose. Why, it's Miss Flora.
Forfeit!
I claim a kiss.
A kiss! A kiss! Come, dear, let's have a carol.
We must go.
All under the leaves and the leaves of life,
I met with virgins 7, and one of them was Mary, our Lord's mother in heaven.
My spirit.
Oh, what are you seeking, you 7
should have accepted your nephew's invitation.
All under
If not, for your own sake,
leaves
but for your sister's memory.
Come tell, what seek you? All under the leaves of life.
Your spirit's life's so short. I've only been with you for a day, but you seem to grow so old.
My life upon this earth is very brief. I live just for one day. My life ends tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight, at the last chime, listen. My time draws near.
Spirit, forgive me if I'm not justified in what I'm about to ask, but I see something rather strange protruding from your skirts. Is that a foot or a claw?
It might be a claw, but there is flesh upon it. Look here. Oh man, look here, look down here.
Are they yours?
They are man's. They cling to me, appealing from their fathers. This boy is ignorant, the girl is want. Beware them both, but most of all, beware of this boy. For on his brow that I see is written, which is doom, unless the writing is erased. Deny it. Slander those who tell it you. Admit to your factious purpose and make it worse. And abide the end.
No refuge, no resources, no charities.
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Oh, Spirit, think, how was I to have known?
It was all around you!
Oh, Spirit, do not leave me.
I am only of the present. You have one last visit left. You will see what is yet to come.
Must I?
You must, if you are to change.
There
presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are to show me the shadows of things that might not happen or might happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre in this world. And even within my fear, I must tell you, I am too old. I cannot change. It is not that I'm impenitent, no. Wouldn't it be better if I just went home to bed, no? I know your purpose is to do me good. And as I live to be another man from what I once was, I am to bear you as good company and to do it with a thankful heart. I know I must die. All men must. Is that what you have to show me? Fine. Are you the Spirit? Are you to guide me? You will not speak. You will not speak, but you will show. Lead on. Lead on. The night is running fast and time is precious, I know. Lead on.
No, I don't know much about it. Either way, I know he's dead.
When did he die?
Oh, last night, I believe.
What was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die.
Oh, neither did he, I dare say.
His money?
God knows.
Left it to his company, perhaps. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know.
I know these men. Businessmen. Very important. Very wealthy. Why did you show them to me?
Well, it's likely to be a very cheap funeral. By the by, I don't know anyone that want to go.
Suppose we make up a party and volunteer.
All off to go. But only if I'm just provided I must be fed, otherwise I will go home.
Knowing him, it would be a very poor lunch.
Who are they talking about? This is rather strange. My usual place of business over there by the clock. I should be there about this time of day.
I'll have to go if no one else will. Come to think of it, I'm not at all sure I want this most particular friend. Or whenever we met, we used to stop and chat.
Anyway, old Scratch has got his own at last.
Cold, isn't it?
Average for a Christmas time. Good morning.
Oh yes, good morning.
What's the meaning of this? They can't be talking about Jacob's death because it's in the past. Why won't you help me? Is this some form of riddle? What does all this portend to? Lead on. I will try and follow.
They left the busy streets and entered an obscure part of town where Scrooge had never penetrated before.
The ways were foul and narrow.
The shops and houses wretched.
The people were half naked.
Drunken.
Slipshod.
Ugly.
The whole quarter reeked with crime, with filth, with misery.
Upon the floor of a low-browed beetling shop.
Were piled up heaps of keys and rusty nails.
Chains, hinges, files, scales, weights, and refuse iron of all kinds.
Unseemly rags, masses of corrupted fat and catacombs of bones.
Dead the old grey boughs of holly. La 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 la. Tis the reason to be jolly. La 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 la. Don't we now our gay apparel? La 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 la. Shall we now our Yuletide carol? La 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 la. Hello, Joe! Look here, old Joe, is a chance. We are all free, Betty, if that means it.
What are we doing?
Oh, you couldn't have known a better place. Come into the parlour. Come into the parlour. Oh, you were made free but long ago, you know, and you ain't strangers here. Come into the parlour. Come into the parlour.
Who goes first?
What odds? We all met here at once. What odds?
Everybody has the right to look after themselves. He always did.
It's my housekeeper. What is she doing here?
That's true indeed, oh man, more so.
Anyways, Don't stand scared, you's afraid. Who's the wiser? We're not going to pick holes in Shu's coats, I suppose.
That's true indeed, no man more so.
Anyways, who's worse not to do things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
Very true, very true.
Why, if he wants to keep the martyrs alive, wicked old Scrooge, why then was he more able in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had someone to look after him when he was struck with death. Still lying there, gasping out his last there, all alone by himself.
Very true, that's the truest word that I've always spoken. Judgment on him.
Yes, and it would have been in everyone too, if I could lay hands on anything else. We knew we were helping ourselves before we came here. It's no sin. Open the bundle, Joe.
Oh no, I'll go first, just to show we have trust in one another.
That's very polite of you, I do grant, I'm sure.
Sleeve button.
No.
Watch.
Fob.
No.
What watch?
It's alright, I suppose.
Sleeve.
Eh?
Seal, pencil case, brooch.
Yes, yes. Sheets, towels, 2 old-fashioned silver spoons.
Oh.
A pair of boots. 8 shillings.
8 shillings!
That's your account, and I wouldn't give you another 6pence in me bob not doing it. Mrs. Dilber.
That watch is worth.
That's your account. And if you ask for another penny and made it an open question, I would for being so liberal and knock off half a crown.
And now into my bundle, Joe.
I always give too much to the ladies.
No.
It's a weakness of mine. It's the way I ruin myself. Oh, what do you call this?
Bed curtains.
Bed curtains?
Bed curtains.
Oh, you don't mean to say you took them down the rings and all of them lying there?
Yes, I do. Why not?
Well, you're born to make your fortune, madam, and you certainly will.
Well, I certainly shall hold my hand when I get anything if I reach now. For the sake of such a man he was, I promise you, Joe, he deserved to lose the lot.
With blankets too.
I don't suppose he's like to take hold of that, my dear sir.
Oh, I hope he didn't die of anything catching, eh?
Don't you worry about that now. I am so fond of his company that I'd loiter about there for such things if he did. You may look through that shirt for your eye's sake, but you won't find a hole in it, nor a threadbare place. It's the best he had, and a fine one too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
My shirt. My best shirt. They've robbed me.
What do you mean, hoisted it?
Cutting it on it to be buried in, to be sure. Somebody was falling through it, but I took it off again. If calico ain't good enough for such purpose, then I don't know what is. It's quite becoming to the body too. He can't look any uglier than he did in that one.
It's poetic justice. It's the end of it, you see. He threatened everyone away when he was alive to profit us when he was dead.
Here's all this unhappy man is that's of my own. My life tends this way now. I understand your message. Merciful heavens. What is this? Everyone dies. I do not wish this lesson. There he lies, plundered and bereft, unwept, unwatched, uncared for. No one to say he was kind to me, and for that I shall be kind to him. This is a fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not leave behind its lesson. Trust me. Let us go. I understand you, and I would, if I could, but I have not the power. I have not the power. I think I know who that man that lays there is, but I cannot look. I cannot look. It is too much. Do not show me the face of this man. I beg this of you. Please. If there is anyone in this town who feels any emotion towards this man's death or feels anything towards him at all, show me that person, fam. I beseech you.
What news?
Wilkins, the £15 debt.
Well, is it good or bad?
It's bad news, Caroline.
Well, we're ruined then.
No, there is hope yet.
Who relents there is?
He's past relenting. He's dead.
Oh. Thank God.
Is this the best you could show me, fam?
What his housekeeper said to me when I went to try and obtain a week's delay, and what I thought was a mere excuse to avoid me, turns out to have been quite true. He was not only very ill, but he was dying then.
Well, who will take up our debt?
I do not know, but before that time we shall obtain the money, and even if we do not, it would be such a perilous misfortune to find so merciless a creditor as him. We may sleep tonight with lighter hearts, Caroline.
We're a happier family for that man's death.
Oh, fam. Show me some tenderness connected with a man's death. For that dark chamber, where that man lay alone, shall be with me forever.
At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name, receive me. Shall I stop reading?
When shall we cast you farther? It must be near his time. Pastor, I've seen him walk a little slower these past few evenings. I've known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder, very fast indeed. And so have I. Often.
And so have I.
He was so light to carry. And his father loved him so. There was no trouble. No trouble.
Sorry I'm late. Please forgive me.
It must be cold.
No, my dear. I'm quite content. Quite content.
You went today, then, Father?
Oh, yes, my dear. Wish you could have come. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. I promise I go there every Sunday. It's green and it's sheltered by trees and it's quiet and still. It's strange, but as I stood there, I felt his little hand slip into mine. He was stood there, comforting me. Saying that he's happy, truly happy, and that we must cease to grieve. My boy. My little boy.
Father, don't be sad.
Poor Robert. My poor Robert.
Nothing can be done for the boy then, fam.
The most wonderful thing happened today, my dear. I saw Mr. Scrooge's nephew who, well, he saw that he looked a little down, you know. He asked me what had happened, so I told him. I'm heartily sorry for it, he said, Mr. Cratchit. Heartily sorry for your good wife. By the by, however he knew that, I don't know.
Knew what?
Why, that you're a good wife, my dear.
Well, everyone knows that.
Well observed, my boy, well observed. Heartily sorry for it, he said. And for your good wife. Giving me his card. If there's anything I can do, this is where I live, pray come to me now. It wasn't for the sake of anything he might be able to do for us, but only for his kind way. It was as if he'd known our Tiny Tim and felt for us.
I'm sure he's a good son.
You can be sure of it, my dear. If you had been there, mark my words, if you'd got Peter a better situation.
And Peter meet a girl and get married.
Shut up, Martha.
Well, it's just as likely as not one of these days. There's plenty of time for that, my dears. But however, whenever we part, I'm sure none of us shall forget poor Tiny Tim. The first parting there was among us.
Never, Father.
I know, my dears. We recollect how patient and how mild he was, although he was a little child. We shall not quarrel among ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim for doing it.
Never.
No, I'm happy, truly happy.
This is too much. This is too much. This is all of my own doing. Oh, what have I done? And what have I done? But I know our parting moment is at hand. I know it is. But I know not how. Tell me who it is who we saw lying dead.
A churchyard.
It was a worthy place.
Walled in by houses, overrun by grass and weeds.
The growth of a vegetation's death, not life.
Choked up, too much burying.
Fat with repeated appetite.
It was a worthy place.
Here lies that wretched man. Before I draw near to the stone in which you point at, answer one question. Are these the shadows of things that must be? Or are these the shadows of things that might be? I know that men's deeds foreshadow certain ends. But if these deeds be departed from, surely their ends must change. Tell me who it is. Tell me who that man was, who we saw lie upon the bed. Oh no. Am I the man that lay upon the bed? What have I done? I am not the man I was. Believe me. I am not the man I have been. Why do you show me this? Fan. Am I past all hope?
You have never been past all hope. Never.
I don't want to be this man. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I will change. I will honor Christmas. Keep it within my heart. Keep it with me all the year round. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirit of all three shall strive within me. will not shut out the lessons that it teaches me. Oh, help me. Help me sponge away the writing on that stone and make good the wrongdoings I have done of my good fellow men. I am not the man I was. Believe me, I am not the man I was.
You old humbug! A Merry Christmas to everyone! And a Happy New Year to all the world! Hello there! Hello! A Merry Christmas, Mrs. Tilda!
Same to you, sir!
And two, there is the door by which the ghost of Jacob Marley entered in. There is the corner by which the ghost of Christmas present sat. And there is the window in which I saw the wandering spirits. It's all real. It's all true. It's all happened. Oh, I don't know how long I've been amongst the spirits. Never mind. I'm quite a baby. Never mind. I feel as if I've always been a baby. I feel as if I don't know anything. Maybe I never did know anything. I don't know anything. I never did know anything. But now I don't know anything upon a Christmas morning. I was on my head. Oh, Mrs. Dilber, I'm not mad.
Don't be violent, Mr. Scrooge, or you'll force me to squeeze the beetle.
The beetle? Take this.
A guinea? Yeah, what for?
I'll give you one guess.
To keep my mouth shut.
Keep me mouth shut? No, no. It's a Christmas present. For you.
A Christmas present for me?
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Dilber.
But this is more than 3 months' wages.
Well, how much do I normally pay you?
2 shillings a week.
2 shillings a week? Well, that is 4 with 3 to 10.
10 shillings a week, yeah! Are you sure you don't want to call a doctor?
Not the doctor. Not the undertaker either. Now, off you go, Mrs. Dilber, like the good little girl you are.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge, in keeping with the situation.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. For Jesus Christ our Saviour was born upon this day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Now to the Lord sing praises, all you within this place, and with true love and brotherhood each other's now embrace. The holy tide of Christmas all lovers doth deface. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. For Jesus Christ our Saviour was born upon this day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Well sung, well sung. Here, here, take this.
This is far too much.
No, it's not enough. What a beautiful one. What a glorious day. You did.
Hello.
Do you know the poultry shop? The one on the next street, that corner.
I should hope so.
It's a remarkable way. Do you know if they're still selling the prize turkey? You know, the one that was hanging up there earlier on? Not the little one, the big one.
What? The one as big as me?
Oh, you are quite a remarkable way. Yes, my young man. The one as big as you.
It's hanging there now.
Is it? Buy it.
Get lost.
Hey, I'm in earnest. I want you to go and buy it and tell them to bring it here. I'll give them directions of where to take it. You come back with the butcher and I'll give you a shilling. Come back in less than 5 minutes and I'll pay you half a crown. What's a delightful young boy? Yes. I'll buy it. And I'll send it to Bob Cratchit. He'll never dream of where it came from. It was twice the size of Tiny Tim.
And soon the steeples called good old people to church and chapel, and away they came.
Flocking through the streets in their best clothes with their gayest faces.
And at the same time, there emerged from scores of by streets, lanes, and aimless turnings innumerable people,
Carrying their dinners to the baker's shops.
Scrooge was dressed all in his best, and at last got out into the streets.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
New Year. Ebenezer, please to meet you. Merry Christmas. Pleased to meet you. Merry Christmas. I shall love to see this for as long as I live. Scarcely as I ever looked at it before.
And he stood and watched.
He watched Christmas happen all around him.
And no man has ever loved Christmas more.
No. A Merry Christmas to you both. How do you do? I hope you succeeded last night.
Merry Christmas to you both.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name, and I know it might not sound very pleasant to you at this moment in time, but I've come to ask for your forgiveness, and well, I hope you can do this out of the goodness. £500 for that charity of yours.
Lord bless me, Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
If I please, and not a farthing less. I owe you a great many back payments. Will you do me this favor?
My dear Scrooge, I don't know.
Don't say anything, please. All I ask is that you come and see me tomorrow. Will you come and see me?
We will, of course we will. Thank you, Mr. Scrooge.
No. Thank you. I am much obliged. I thank you 50 times. A Merry Christmas to you both. Now, I can't stay. I have visits to make, places to go, people to see.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge!
Scrooge went to church and walked about the streets.
He watched people hurry to and fro.
Pat the children on the head. Scrooge regarded everyone with a delighted smile.
He looked so irresistibly pleasant.
Then many replied to him.
Good morning, sir. A Merry Christmas to you.
He comforted beggars.
Giving them generously.
Merry Christmas to you. He looked down into the kitchens of houses.
And up to the windows. And found out that everything could yield him with pleasure.
Wilkins,
Mrs. Scrooge,
£15 for you, and a little extra for you and your newborn baby.
I don't know what to say.
A Merry Christmas, Mrs. Wilkington. A Merry Christmas, Mrs. Wilkington. A Merry Christmas to you too, young lady.
Thank you, sir. Have a very, very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. On he went.
He knew what path lay straight before him, and he took it.
He never dreamt that any path,
Anything would give him so much happiness.
He turns his steps towards his nephew's house.
passing the door a dozen times,
before he has the courage to go up and knock.
Is your master home, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Where is he, my dear?
He's in the dining room, sir, along with his mistress. I'll show you the way in if you please.
No. He knows me. I will show myself. Fred?
Oh. Why, Uncle Beliezer, bless my heart, what brings you here?
Fred, I've come to beg your pardon. I'm heartily sorry for the things that I have said and for the things that I have done.
No apology needed. Come in, please. Do come in.
Fred, is it too late to accept your invitation to dinner?
Of course not. I'm delighted. Why, I could shake your hand off in welcome. My dear, look who it is.
Can you forgive a pig-headed old fool for having no eyes to see and no ears to hear all these years?
Yes, dear uncle. You've made Fred so happy. Bless you.
Let's have a song.
Tomorrow shall be my dancing day. I would my true love did search on to see the legend of my play. To call my true love to my dance, sing all my love, all my love, my love, my love. What have I done for my true love?
The next morning,
Scrooge was early in his counting house.
Very early indeed.
He wanted to catch Bob Cratchit being late.
That was the very thing.
But he had set his counterpart.
9 o'clock.
No, Bob.
It is 18 minutes.
And a half.
18 meters and a half.
Behind the time.
His hat was off.
Before he opens the door.
His comforter too.
He was on his stool in a jiffy.
Driving away with his pen.
And so he could overtake 9 o'clock.
Cratchit!
Yes, Mr. Scrooge, sir.
You're late. What do you mean? I mean, this time of day.
Yes, I am sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
Yes. Yes, you are indeed. Step this way, Mr. Cratchit, if you please.
Please, sir. It is only once a year. It shall not be repeated, sir.
Yes. It certainly shall not be repeated.
Well, you see, the thing is, sir, we received the most unexpected gift yesterday. Well, you made me rather merry yesterday, sir.
Yes. I'm sure you were.
So,
Well, we're not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer.
please, sir.
Leaving me with no other alternative. Leaving me with no other alternative but to raise your salary.
Are you quite all right, sir?
A Merry Christmas, Bob.
Oh, what?
Bob, I've not taken leave of my senses. I've come to them. I want to help you in that family of yours, if you'll let me. Merry Christmas, Bob. And a Merry Christmas, Bob, than I've ever have given to you. Now, I hope later this afternoon we can discuss your affairs over a hot bowl of Christmas punch. Meanwhile, you go and fill the fire with coal. You go and buy another coal scuttle before I can dust another eye, Bob Cratchit. I don't know why I'm so happy, but I just can't help it. I just can't help it.
And Scrooge was better than his word.
He did it all and infinitely more.
And Tiny Tim.
Who did not die.
He became a second father.
He became as good a friend.
As good a master.
As good a man.
As the good old city knew.
As a good old city town borough.
The good old world. Some people laughed to see the affirmation in him.
But he let them laugh and little heeded them.
As he was wise enough to know.
Nothing ever happens on this globe.
At which some people don't get their bit of laughter in the outset.
Knowing that people such as these were blind anyway.
He thought it just as well that they should wrinkle up their eyes and grin.
His own one laughed.
And that was quite enough for him.
He had no further dealings with the spirits.
And it was always said of him
That he knew how to give Christmas well.
And if any man alive possessed that knowledge,
May that be truly said of us.
all of us.
And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us.
God bless us. Everyone.
from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.